Welcome back to the Pursuit of Accuracy. I'm Josh, and today we're out here to find out one thing, and that's how much magnification do you need to shoot really good groups, and does magnification actually affect it all that much? So we're gonna throw a target up at 50 yards and we're gonna find out. All right, so for our test conditions today and kind of what we're gonna be using to do this test, we're gonna be using the Track Torque ELR. So this is a mil scope, and it's not an inexpensive scope, but it's really, really good. But specifically for this test, we have 30 power all the way down to 4.5 power. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna shoot 2 groups at 30, 2 groups at 20, 2 groups at 10, and then 2 groups at 4.5. And then we'll look at kind of the averages of those 2 groups, and we'll see if it starts getting bigger as the magnification goes down, or if it stays relatively the same, or at which point it actually starts changing. So the first mag ear, I have 14 rounds loaded. I am gonna burn 4 just to kind of normalize the barrel, and then we're gonna get right into the group shooting. Let's get right into it. So we're at 30 power. Let's see what kind of groups we can shoot out here at 50 yards. Then we'll back that magnification off. All right, that's the first one. All right, wind backed off a little bit there. So that is 30 power. Nevertheless, we're gonna go down to 20 power. We're gonna shoot the next 2 groups there. All right. All right, we're loaded back up. I don't think we've really been hurt by the magnification yet. We're going down to 10 power now. And we're gonna drop down a row. And yeah, these guys are a little bit smaller now. And I honestly can't tell what the group size is. I'm gonna shoot the next 5. Well, 10 power doesn't look too bad, but maybe from your guys' perspective, it's not as good as I think. Either way, going down to 4.5 power, 2 more groups. I'm definitely not going to be able to see these. Holy moly. Yeah, 4.5 power, yeah. Just not really enough to even see what I'm doing. All right, let's see if we can get it done. All right, that's the test complete. Let me go grab that target. We'll see what we got. We'll talk about it a little bit. I can honestly say that I wasn't expecting those results. I kind of anticipated that at about 10 power that this would fall apart, just because you can't see the target as clearly as you can when you're up at 20 plus. I kind of assumed that, you know, 30 to 20 would be about the same and then it would fall off. But, you know, looking at that target, you know, none of these are like my best ever groups with this rifle, but you know, I'm not mad about any of those. Even as you get down to 4.5 power, those two groups were pretty freaking good. I did notice when I got back, I have a single round left in the L3I mag, so I'm sure you guys will have saw in the video, either I'm an idiot and I only shot 4 at one, or I loaded one more than I should have. Both are equally possible, but hopefully, after looking at this, if you're looking at a scope and you're worried, well, maybe you can't afford to get that 30 power scope, but you want to shoot groups at 50 yards and mess around, do you really need it? Nah, doesn't look like it. I tell you, from the shooter's perspective, it's a heck of a lot easier at 20 magnification than it is at 10 or 4.5. So I would say, you know, if you're going to shoot groups on paper or just a fun gun, you know, 16 to 20 power scope is probably the minimum if you want to shoot really small groups, because the one thing is below 20 power, you really can't see the group that you're shooting. So, you know, and when you're not trying to walk down and back and forth all the time, having that extra magnification to see those impacts really does help. Again, this is a Track Torque ELR, phenomenal freaking scope. It's on the 360. I get the questions a lot, so I'll take this moment to kind of run down this rifle. This is a Voodoo 360. It is in a MDT ACC chassis. On the side here, you're going to see these are the Gray Ops weights. They're really good. They're stackable, so you can do a lot of things if you don't have a lot of M-LOK slot. Coming back a little bit, we have the MDT Baker wings here. They add a little more surface area on the bottom of the rifle there to ride on a bag, so you don't really need a cheater plate. You can kind of have this all on your rifle all the time, and it doesn't take up ARCA space when it's there. So last but not least, on the back here, we have the Bullet Bag Rider. He sells these off Facebook, and they're amazing. It's one of those things. It's like, it's not going to cost you a ton of money. You know, is it going to, you know, make a night and day difference in your shooting? No. But for the money, it is so nice on a bag, especially if you do a lot of shooting off the bench with a rear bag. That Bullet Bag Rider is really, really nice, and eventually I'll have them on all my ACCs. Hopefully you got something out of this video, and if you did, like the video. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. About 70–80% of you watching this are not subscribed, so it helps me out. It's free for you. If you want to go the extra mile, get on my Patreon. You will get access to my Discord, where we have fun monthly competitions, and there might or might not be some prizes involved in that. You'll have to get on the Discord to find out, but if you don't, I'm sure those guys are not going to be sad that they don't have extra competition. But overall, it's a great community on my Discord and Patreon, and really the Patreon is just a way to get into the Discord. All of the conversation, all of the talking points, all of the competitions, they all happen on the Discord channel. So when you become a patron or a YouTube channel member, then that Discord link will become available to you, and you can join and hang out with us. So I appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you on the next one.